Hi, I'm Elsie, and I'll explain the life cycle inventory phase of LCA. The life cycle inventory phase, also called LCI, is the second phase of LCA, and it's probably the most time-consuming phase of the study. Let's say you're doing an LCA of a chair in the goal and scope phase. You've defined the system of this chair. You decided to assess cradle to gate and identified all the inputs and outputs to include. In the LCI phase, the system is modeled in the software. To do so, you need to zoom in on every process and quantify all inputs and outputs. In the case of the chair, this includes the amount of different materials required, processing electricity, transport, waste, and potentially also direct emissions resulting from the processing. All these activities are part of the foreground system. Make sure you specify all inputs and outputs in a table format to ensure replaceability of your model. After the whole system of the chair is quantified, we still have no clue about the environmental impact. For that, we'll need to link our inputs and outputs to environmental data. You can do this in two ways. You can use environmental impact information from suppliers or use an LCI database, like Ecochain. These databases contain environmental impact information based on industry or scientific data and can therefore be used as an approximation of your supply chain. All data you use to quantify the environmental impact of your product is called background data. Once your model is complete, you end up with the life cycle inventory. This list contains all interactions of your modeled system with the environment. Think about emissions, for example, from fuel combustion during production, or transport and resource extraction. After all, the wood for your chair needs to come from somewhere. Same holds for the metals in the screws. The LCI often stays in the background, but it's very important for the impact calculations in the next phase. Challenges during the LCI phase. You'll likely encounter some challenges during this phase. First, the line between goal and scope and LCI can be blurry. As you're creating your model, inputs or outputs not considered previously might come up, and you might need to change the study's scope. This is where interpretation comes in. We also have a video about that. Remember, LCA is an iterative process. Second, it's important to realize that every LCA requires some assumptions. For example, you might not be able to exactly retrace all transport of your materials, or there is no representative data set available for some of your materials. Don't let this stop you. Take a worst-case approach and carefully note the reasoning behind your decisions. In this video, I've explained the second phase of LCA, LCI. In the LCI phase, two important things happen. 1. The product foreground system is quantified, and 2. The interactions with the environment are added through background data. If you want to know more about this topic, we have more resources available on our website. Thank you for watching this video and good luck with the rest of your LCA journey.